What a beautiful morning for show jumping today. We are back at the Surge Equestrian League 2026 May edition. We have the Novice Tour coming up. What are you looking forward to, Dan?
I'm looking forward to seeing those young riders out again today. Tia Ontara was a great start to yesterday's course, and we really hope she'll do well today as well.
We had the maximum number of clear rounds in this class on day one, so looking forward to that today.
Absolutely, and we'll be followed by our other under 16 small tour, but let's get underway with our novice section. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Join us on the big screen as we go through the course fly this morning with you. So we're starting on fence number 1, which is the yellow, blue and white fence, almost in the middle of the arena, and then taking a right turn into fence number 2. This will be followed by continuing on the right bend to our fence number 3, which is the black and white fence, again almost in front and middle of the arena. We'll start then onto our left turn into fence number 4, and following that through all the way around on a long extended canter through there to fence number 5, which would be a oxer. Riders will then take a right turn right in front of the grandstand, doing the combination there over sinks A and B, and then the related distance to the oxer number 7, heading down towards the clubhouse and the top end of the arena. Keeping on to our right turn, searching out for fence number 8, which is again almost in the middle of the arena, and then looking for our left turn around fence 5 and heading for number 9, which is our Sky Jets obstacle at the top end of the arena near our warm-up, flying through onto the fence 10 right in front of the judges box and the finish line.
And for the attention of the riders as well as the spectators, this competition will be held under table A. It will be against the clock. The speed will be at 350 meters per minute. The length of the course is 410 meters. Time allowed is 71 seconds. So if we have many riders with the same number of penalties, the riders with the fastest time will be placed higher. There is one combination on the course, which is at 6 in front of the grandstand. It would be a vertical to a vertical, nicely set up for the young riders and young horses in this competition. So being a speed class, we will see the riders pushing from the very beginning, trying to make up some time and riding as tight a course as possible. It's a very flowing course set up by our course designer all the way from Egypt, Mr. Sharif Gurab, posing a few questions for the riders in this competition.
Yes, and as we're waiting for our riders to make their way into the competition area, we just have a few more minutes before we get started this morning. Again, we'd like to just make special mention to our international officials who are with us over this weekend. Of course, our course designer, Sharif Ghurab, all the way from Egypt, and he's also joined in the warm-up arena by our international steward, Shadwa Hanam, also from Egypt. Up in the judges' box, we have Bushra Hasabi from Morocco, and joined in there, Colonel Javier Singh from India. Thank you as well to all of our sponsors who continue to make our events here at Surge a wonderful opportunity for all of these riders to get out there and compete. Their support throughout the course of the league season is fundamental to sustaining these kind of events. Thanks to the Montana Group. Skyjets, ABI Attachments, Clip My Horse TV, Divis, TRM, and Equine Nutrients.
And ladies and gentlemen, you can see the first set of riders warming up. In the warm-up arena, they're doing their basic warm-up for the horses, getting ready, doing a few practice jumps. We have a total of 28 entries in this competition. We'll get started at 7 a.m. with Adarsh on Chikku, representing Kovai Stables, followed by Shourya Manoj on Darlington from the MGDPRA, and Pranjal Raturi riding Tara, also from Kovai Stables. You can see them warming up, getting ready. Being a speed class, it's going to be an intense competition. Riders will be taking plenty of risks. The heights are about 95 centimeters, and I think the riders have been through the arena and they are pretty used to the ground conditions, so they will definitely be pushing for faster times.
Yes, so our riders are looking for their clear round, and the time on the clock today that they cannot go over is 71 seconds. So any time over the 71 seconds will also incur time penalties for the riders.
And on day one, we had 10 clear rounds. Just to update you on the results once more, the winner of this competition yesterday was Tia on Tara. In second place was Aayan Verma on Darcy. In third place was Shushruta and Felloti. In fourth place, Adarsh on Yani Galaxy. In fifth was Dhanvi Cheruvu on Blackbird. And in sixth place was Nikshita on Elliot. These were the prize winners on day one. We wish all the riders the very best for the competition coming up now. And it's great to see we have riders from so many established riding schools taking part in today's competition. We have the riders from Kovai Stables, from MGTPRA, from the Embassy International Riding School, from the Flying Sea Stallion Club, and the home team, of course, Surge Stable. And we have a rider all the way from Hyderabad representing the Rancho de Caballos Club. So quite a bit on offer.
And we welcome in our first rider into the main arena. This is Adarsh on Chikku, head number 44, representing Kovai Stable.
Yep. Oh, the first rider is already on the course, a nice flowing course. Unfortunately, he's knocked down jump number 2. What do you think happened over there, Dan?
I think he was aiming for doing the tight turn as soon as he finished number 2 and lost a bit of impulsion there and just took it down with his hind legs. An unfortunate refusal there on fence number 5.
Yep, he will have to come back and attempt it a second time. Yeah, definitely the turn from 2 to 3 is a place to make up some time, but if you do it at an angle, puts a lot of doubts in the horse's mind because jump number 9 is just in front of it.
And that is an unfortunate elimination there for Adarsh and Chikku, our first rider this morning in our novice tour.
Yep, 2 refusals on the course results in elimination. And our second rider is Shourya Manoj on Darlington, representing the MGTPRA. Consistent performer at the shows in 2025 at the Surge Equestrian League. a horse rider combination which has done well in the speed classes. They know how to get things done under pressure. And Darlington, of course, is retired from the racecourse. Wonderful thoroughbred from the stud farm in Coimbatore.
Okay, and he also chose to go for the tight turn there after fence number 2, but managed to keep the fences up. And so far, we are clear out on course at the moment.
That was a very nice turn from 3 to 4. That is a difficult turn because you end up at an angle for 4, but he's done it well. A little unlucky on that combination, had the first element down, so 4 penalties at 6A. A good turn to 8. So he's really setting a nice example for the riders coming in later of what can be done. And over the last fence, Shourya, Manoj and Darlington, 47.68. That is a very, very good time. But the 4 penalties at jump number 6 are going to drop him down the rankings. We had 10 clear rounds yesterday. I would expect more or less the same, maybe a few more, since the horses have settled down a little bit.
Yes, and now next rider in the arena, we welcome Pranjal Raturi on Tara, representing Kovai Stables. Now, Tara was a winner yesterday, but with a different rider. Let's see what we can achieve with this combination.
Absolutely. I think Tara is a well-known name in the South India competition circuit with the younger riders and has done really well in the speed classes. She has all the speed of a thoroughbred and very handy, which makes it an exceptional trait in the speed classes.
And you can see Pranjal there decided to take the wider turn around fence number 9, really giving Tara some space to get into her stride.
I think that would be a smart thing to do in this class, especially since that turn comes up just after the second jump and maybe the horses are not 100% switched on. So plenty of places to make up the time in the rest of the course.
An unfortunate 4 faults there on fence number 8. And another pull down on fence 9 for Pranjal and Tara as they finish in a time of 50.64.
Just a little unlucky there. Both the fences going down with the slightest of taps with the front legs. So 8 penalties for sure. I think the time was good. So a total of 8 penalties for Pranjal Raturi on Tara, representing Kovai Stables.
And next in the arena, we welcome G. Shushruta riding Felloti from ERS. Salute is given to the judges and the bell is rung.
Well, she placed 3rd yesterday, so she's definitely in good form. I think the horses turned out really well. So they're in it with a really good chance. Got to keep the momentum going through the entire course. Day 1 was a 2-phase competition, and day 2 is...
An unfortunate refusal there on fence number 2. She will need to come back around and do that obstacle one more time.
Yeah. What do you think happened over there, Dan, when she was approaching?
I think just coming off fence number 1, just looking wide, and the horse just opted to go out. Of course, they are looking back at the warm-up arena, and there is a nice exit gate there as well, but just lost a bit of concentration, but seems to have managed to pick it up again now as she turns for the left onto fence number 4.
Yeah, the riders obviously have the advantage of doing the course walk and knowing the numbers. Sometimes horses don't figure it out until the last moment, and then they find it tough to adjust, so...
And an unfortunate penalty there on element 6A, just in front of the grandstand. But so far clear over fences 7 and 8. Now looking for her final 2 fences in this.
Completes the round, and I think because of the refusal that she had, she's gone over the time just a little bit. So 4 penalties for the drop and another 4 penalties for the refusal. 2 time penalties brings the total to 10. for Shushruta Felloti, representing the Embassy International Riding School.
Yes, and she will be disappointed with that, but better luck on our next tour out. Next in the arena, we welcome Dhanvi Cheruvu, and he's riding Blackbird. Also a podium finish for them yesterday, coming in 5th place.
Oh, I don't know what happened over there. He turned the horse, pointed towards jump number 1 and had a run out. So he did cross the start line. So I think that would be counted as a refusal. Of course, we'll have to wait for the judges to give us the official penalties.
And unfortunately, a bit of difficulty there in the top corner.
Yeah, Blackbird is being a little difficult today. He's actually one of the very consistent horses with the younger riders.
And Dhanvi is deciding just to take the much wider line now into fence number 4, trying to settle down back Blackbird, get into stride and not lose any more concentration as they try to go around this course. Coming up now in front of the grandstand and completing the 6AB combination really well as fence number 7. So now looks to have picked up what they want to achieve.
I think that combination, if the horse is moving forward, it shouldn't trouble them too much in terms of being technically difficult, but definitely being on the far side of the arena with the distraction of the grandstand, some horses get a little disturbed, but no such problems for Blackbird. Completes the round a little bit over the time, 82.50. Time allowed is 71, so there will be some time penalties there. A total of 16 penalties for Dhanvi Cheruvu on Blackbird.
And next in the arena, we welcome Sriram riding Big Dream from Kovai Stable. He is a salute to the judges and showing some of the fences to his horse and waiting now for the bell.
So Sriram is one of the senior instructors at the Kovai Stables, doing a fabulous job bringing in these younger horses and doing a lot of corrections too. So Big Dream is definitely getting better and better with every competition. Takes the inside turn. Well done. That is a difficult turn for any horse and will certainly save some time and distance.
And a nice big jump there over fence number 5, setting up now for the combination in front of our grandstand.
He's in it to win it. You can see from the very first jump, he has been going for the time. And another inside turn to jump number 8.
Looking for finals 2 fences out on course now, Sriram and Big Dream.
Lucky on 11.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, another clear round for this morning in a time of 48.04.
That was the first clear round and a fabulous round by Sriram on Big Dream. He has been getting better and better with every competition, and we are so happy to see that he has a clear round today. And that was definitely a good time, so putting plenty of pressure on the riders who are coming in next.
Absolutely, and while we're just waiting for our next rider to come into the main arena, we can see all of our other riders coming up through this class, warming up their horses in the warm-up arena.
Next rider would be serial number 7, Ayaan Verma on Western Style, also from Kovai Stables. So, Sriram sets a wonderful example for his students. I'm sure the riders who walk the course with him would have a similar plan.
And here we have Aayan Verma on Western Style, now in the main arena. Salute given to the judges, and the bell has rung.
Yeah, he's getting charged up. I think he is definitely going for the win. So he's going to get the horse nice and active from the very first jump. Okay, so I definitely did not expect jump number 2 to be giving so many problems to the riders, but maybe it's the location just by the entry gate, or is it because it's looking directly at the warm-up arena?
I think also there is a screen right at the end of that jump, so the horses are seeing themselves running straight into themselves, so may not be giving them the best of thoughts this morning as they are trying to clear fence number 2. But so far he has gone clear on 3 and turned nicely there for fence number 4.
Yeah, he's got the horse going really nicely again, so a little problem at jump number 2, but well done to this young rider to get things going. And just as I say that, unfortunately, a refusal at the combination at 6. So that would be elimination.
And if you would like to do one more jump before you exit the arena, you are welcome to do so.
Yeah, the judges can give permission for the rider to do one jump just so that the horse is leaving the arena on a good note. These horses are incredibly intelligent, and if they figure out that 2 refusals means an early breakfast, that would become a habit very quickly. So
yes, so an unfortunate elimination there, but we wish this combination the best of luck on their next competition.
the next rider from the Flying Sea Stallion Club in Bengaluru, Arya Channagiri on cloud 9. So this course is an excellent opportunity for riders to bring in new horses which are competing for the first time. Gives them plenty of opportunity to get them settled in nicely.
A very nice approach there into fence number 1. Unfortunately, a bit of hesitation, which resulted in taking down one of the poles. So 4 penalties there on fence number 1. Opting for the wider line after fence 2.
Yeah, I think this is a horse which is just getting into the competition scene. So I would not expect him to push too much for the time. Probably just want to give the horse a really nice experience, get through the course, and we will see him competing at the higher levels very soon. But I think the process of getting comfortable takes a few competitions.
And unfortunately 4 penalties there on 6A as well. So carrying now 8 penalties as he heads into fence number 8 and the final 2 fences of his round.
It's nice to see so many thoroughbreds off the racetrack getting into the jumping scene. They have been doing well.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. In a time of 63.83 and carrying 8 penalties, we believe.
8 penalties for Arya Channagiri on cloud 9.
Next in the arena we have Dhruva Potineni riding Raja, head number 21 and representing Rancho de Caballo.
So this is a horse rider combination which have loved the speed classes. He is definitely going to be going for the win. He's had a few challenges in the last few shows, but they keep trying, and certainly a horse which has the speed and the handiness to put in a good round.
Quite steady coming in, so maybe a bit more leg. And yeah, needs a little more impulsion here coming into the beginning of our fence, and has dropped the first pole on fence number 1. And we do often talk about this. The first pole and the last pole tend to be the worst poles to drop for any rider.
Absolutely. I think it just changes your entire mindset when you drop the first jump. But sometimes with the newer horses, they're not 100% focused. They just come in a little bit sloppy, and that could certainly happen. But he's recovered well, going through the rest of the course quite confidently. And over the last fence, good round for Dhruva Potineni on Raja. Time was 56.32.
And here we have our next rider in the arena. This is Kilaru riding Dream Boy from from EIRS. So he didn't have a great round yesterday, but let's hope that today brings them some better luck.
This is a lovely warm blood. We've seen him do some jumping as well as dressage on the same horse, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult in the arena. So once the judge has given the bell, signifying that they are ready to go, the rider has 45 seconds to start. And if they don't cross the start line within that 45 seconds, the timer just kicks in. So you definitely don't want that, but you don't actually get any penalties if you start a few seconds later. In a speed class, of course, it makes a big difference.
Yes, and I think he had already crossed the start line, so his timer already had started before he was able to take his first fence, so that is going to cost him in terms of time penalties and an unfortunate drop on fence number 6A in front of our grandstand.
Just a few jumps to complete his course, so approaching the jump number 9 on the far side of the arena, and the last fence, jump number 10, coming up. So completes the round, he gives his horse a pat. That's always nice to see. Kilaru on Dream Boy, serial number 10. We'll wait for the judges to give us the number of penalties, but he had a drop at 6A. And the next rider is Saanvi on Gizmo, representing the home team Surge Stable.
And Saanvi has opted to go for the wide turn after fence number 2, just needing to keep the rhythm going here, but taking a different approach into fence number 3. Big takeoff stride there onto fence 5, but so far we are clear after halfway through this round. Starting now through the combination in front of our grandstand, a little knock there on element B, but everything unfortunately pole drop there on fence 7.
Yeah, this horse actually has quite a big stride. I think he's done some eventing in the past in Europe, so he's a horse which goes forward. So a little trouble when the distances are a bit tight, but nicely ridden round by Saanvi on Gizmo.
In a time there of 58.52, but with the 4 penalties. Next in the arena, we would welcome Vedik on T9, representing Kovai Stables. Vedik as well also had a bit of a difficult round yesterday, but we are hoping that today will be a better day for both of them.
The bell is given, looks like he's ready to go. Approaching the first fence. That is actually a turn which has got some riders off guard, because you make the turn and it's quite a sharp turn from 1 to 2, and you see some of the riders losing some momentum.
So there we have it again. Fence number 2 is proving a little difficult for these younger riders. Again, we're not sure if it's the direction of 1 to 2 or if it's because the horses are riding straight into a TV screen and they can see themselves coming up quick and fast.
I think also many of the horses, because they're young horses, they may not be on the right lead, so they end up being on the left lead and then they just drift away a little bit towards the gate, and then it's a little difficult to correct at the last moment. So he had another refusal at jump number 3, so 2 refusals on the course, and unfortunately Vedik on T9 is eliminated from the competition.
Yes, unfortunate elimination there for our previous combination, but out now on course we have Adarsh riding Mallorca representing Kovai Stables.
Like we said yesterday, he definitely had the maximum number of rounds going into these 2 competitions. This is his second entry in the Novice Tour. He has 1 more entry all the way at the end. So definitely keeping him fit. 3 entries in this class and 2 entries in the next one. 5 rounds today for Adarsh.
And opting there to take the wider turn into fence number 3. But this horse definitely has some speed, so I'm sure he'll be catching up on any time lost on taking the wider berth in between fences. So clear so far after fence number 5 and heading down the long side in front of our grandstand.
I think from 2 to 3, if you have a bigger horse with the long stride, it's a difficult turn to take, and also you lose that momentum. You break the rhythm a little bit. So, I think he's lost his way a bit, but I think he's back on track. The turn from 8 to 9 was a little bit strange, but if he's made up some time, good for him, and looks like a clear round.
Clear round there in a time of 56.04.
Well done, Adarsh on Mallorca. Next in the arena, serial number 14, Nikolay on Cocobar from the Embassy International Riding School.
So time to beat this morning is still sitting with our rider Sriram on Big Dream in a time 48.04.
That's going to be a tough time to beat because he was riding quite forward and he made some really interesting turns. So it's going to take a lot to beat that, but we never say never.
And Nikolay opting to take a different approach into fence number 1, coming off the left turn.
That actually makes a lot of sense because the horse has plenty of time to look at the fence and then they switch leads to the right. So less chances of a run out at 2. So good thinking by Nikolay.
And clear so far after fence number 5 and heading down now in front of the grandstand, and our spectators. Bit of a hesitation there just before fence number 7 and a tight turn now into fence 8.
He's the first rider to do that. I haven't seen any of the riders take such a sharp turn from 7 to 8. That would have saved him a lot of time.
And
so that was a very interesting round by Nikolay. A little different approach, some sharp turns, and the nice thing was with a young horse like Cocobar, he actually kept the rhythm really well. So fabulous round.
yes, and he completed in a time there of 53.32. So well done, but still waiting for someone to beat our time this morning, 48.04.
Next rider, another rider from the Embassy International Riding School, Manya on Barnaby.
And there we have the signal from the judges that they are ready for Manya to start her round. Also opting to take the option of coming in from the right rein.
Plenty of airtime. Manya on Barnaby.
And well set up there for fence number 2, taking that jump right in the middle, so really helped her out.
This horse definitely has a good jump. He's clearing the fences quite easily. Just needs to be careful to keep the momentum going.
And clear there through the combination. And fence number 7. Last few fences out there on the round now.
She's covering good ground, so this should be a good time. Let's see how it compares to the other clear rounds that we've had this morning. And completes the round. Didn't seem like there were any penalties over there. We wait for the time, 53.96.
So our last three rides have all gone clear, which is always good to see. So hopefully we're getting up to the double digits of clear rounds in this class. So let's see if our next rider can continue the streak.
And the next rider we have in the arena is the winner of this class yesterday. Tia on Tara. Had a fabulous round yesterday. Really put in a fabulous time. And let's see if she can do the same thing today. Keeping the fences up.
So Tara has already been out this morning with Pranjal. And gives Tara an opportunity to do this course again. But let's see how Tia gets on.
Yeah, the horse has seen the course already. She takes the wider line to jump number 3. And a nice turn to 4. I think Tara has all the experience in the world to keep the fences up.
Tara definitely seems to just be flying over these fences at the moment. She's certainly feels comfortable out there. And here we go, final 2 fences. Knock
on 9.
And a clear round there for Tia and Tara, just waiting for our final time to come in at 49.30. So still slightly behind our leader.
Okay, a fabulous time. 49.30, very, very close to probably her coach, who came in before, Sriram on Big Dream. So Kovai currently in the first and second position.
Yes, that's a second place there for Tia and Tara. So well done to the combination. They've had a great weekend. We're just waiting for our next rider to come in.
Nikshita on Elliot.
So Nikshita finished in 6th place yesterday. I'm sure she'll be wanting to go out and improve on her results for the weekend. But let's see what they have in store for us, ladies and gentlemen.
So the course is definitely a little more technical than the day 1 course. The riders will need to be brave. There's certainly plenty of opportunities to make up the time. We saw some interesting turns from the riders, from Sriram as well as Nikolay, who did make up a lot of ground with the sharper turns. It's not a course that you just want to go a little flat. Riders have had issues by doing that, so keeping the horse in control. That was a nice turn from 2 to 3. Rides it at an angle. Gets away with it, but she has to keep the momentum going. Nicely done over 4. And Elliot is quite an experienced show jumper. We've been seeing him compete for the last few years, so he definitely knows his job. Let's see how far Nikshita is ready to push him. Nicely over 7. Another good turn, similar to Nikolay. Gets over 8. This is going to be a good time. And she might actually make it to the front. Yes, she will. 46.50. Fabulous round by Nikshita on Elliot. I think that would put her in the lead, but I would wait for the judges to decide. Yes, new leader. Nikshita on Elliot. 46.50.
Very well done to that combination. I'm sure Nikshita will be very, very pleased with herself on that one. Next into the arena, we're going to welcome Ayaan riding Klaver, representing Kovai Stable.
And if there is a horse which can do it in less than 45 seconds, it is Klaver. Needs to keep the fences up. That's going to be the first priority. And to complete the round in less than 46.5 seconds will put him in the lead.
So we're now into the second half of this competition, so only a handful of riders left. Let's see what Ayaan and Klaver can deliver for us this morning. A quick start there into fence number 1.
Oh, he is going to go around jump number 9, so that would lose him a few seconds. Keeping the momentum going, that is a good thing, but the turns are... Oh, he has a run out at 4. Unfortunately, the horse didn't even realize that that was one of the jumps on the course and had a run out, so he's coming back and giving it a go again.
Yes, and this time deciding to take a much wider berth around to that fence to really give Klaver the opportunity to see that fence properly.
No, but run out at jump number 6, and unfortunately with the 2 disobediences, Ayaan on Klaver would be eliminated from this competition.
Yeah, and Ayaan just needs to try and get some control now over Klaver. She's obviously got her wits about her at the moment, so just let's hope Ayaan can bring her back down before exiting the arena.
Yeah, sometimes in speed classes, the horses get a little bit nervous when the rider may not even realize that he's asking the horse to go faster and faster. And the horse is actually looking for the jump, but unfortunately they can't read numbers, so they lose their way a little bit, and that makes them even more nervous. So a good chance for him just to get Klaver a little relaxed.
Yes, and next in the arena we have Sonica Sunil riding Mabel, ahead number 40, again representing Kovai stable.
So Mabel is one of the quicker horses that we see in the speed class, usually ridden by Sendil Nathan, and now we see Sonica Sunil taking him through the novice tour.
Opting to go wide after fence number 2, but I don't think Mabel's going to have any problem with speed, so I'm sure she'll pick up the lost time as she continues through this round. Clear so far over fence number 4. Turning on to the right to come down in front of our grandstand, in front of the crowds for the combination at 6A and B.
Got very lucky on jump number 7. The entire stand was moving over there. But
Yeah.
the poles stay in the cups, so no penalty for that.
Coming now into the final fence, we have gone beyond the time. 53.42, but a clear round there for Sonica Sunil and Mabel.
That should put her somewhere in the placings, but I think the top 3 riders would all be under 50 seconds. Next rider, Prathik Raj on Isma Boy, representing Kovai Stables. He's seen the riders before him get through some very tight turns, so that should have inspired him in terms of the way he's going to ride the course. Let's see how much he's going to push Isma Boy.
A very steady approach there into fence number 1. Looks like he is going to take the inside turn from 2 to 3, but unfortunately has knocked down fence 2, so carrying with him 4 penalties.
That is a difficult turn from 2 to 3 if they want to cut within jump number 9, but plenty of riders have done it. And when you have a few riders getting through that turn, oh, unfortunately, a stop on jump number 5. Didn't see the takeoff point at all, so the horse preferred to stop rather than take a risk over that fence. He's going to have to come back and do it again. No. Not happy about something over there. Isma Boy says no for the second time. Unfortunately, he is eliminated.
He is allowed to do one more jump. So, Pratik, if you would like to choose a fence that you would like to take Isma Boy over, that would be totally fine with the judges.
Yeah. The rider has an option to do a jump. It doesn't have to be a jump that he has done before on the course. It could be any of the jumps other than the combination. So for the young riders, please don't go and do a combination when the judge gives you permission. That is certainly not allowed.
And we say thank you there to Pratik and Isma Boy and wish them the best of luck in their next competition.
And surprisingly, I think jump number 5 is also facing in the same direction as jump number 2. Could it be the same problem?
I don't know. And as the sun is coming out and shining a bit brighter, you don't know what the reflections are that are spooking the horses out there. But into the main arena, we welcome Kripa, Ayaan, Jane, riding Imagine, representing EIRS. So taking a much more steady approach to fence number 2 and decides to go around 9. Not sure if that was intentional, but she has gone around 9.
I think watching the rider before your turn really plays a few games on your mind. When you see a rider refusing a fence, you always try to approach it a little bit more carefully when you're doing the round, which can hurt you in a speed class.
And nicely done through the combination there, as well as number 7.
Yeah, she's riding very steady, giving the horse as much opportunity to look at the fence and look for the right takeoff point. So she's doing it well. A good round by Kripa Jain. One more fence to go. And a nice job by the young girl on Imagine, representing the Embassy International Riding School.
In a time there of 57.37.
Okay, the next rider, serial number 22, Amir Shahnawaz on Western Style. Looking for some redemption. He had a tough round yesterday. He's going to be looking to bounce back. And Western Style has already gone through the course today, so the horse has seen the conditions. So I'm still in doubt whether the right way to approach jump number 1 would be on the left or the right.
And unfortunately, hesitation there for fence number 2, and that has gone down for Western Style, and a refusal on fence number 3.
Comes back and gives it a go again. This time goes over jump number 3, so he can continue his course. He just has to be careful not to have another refusal anywhere.
And you can see he really is riding Western Style into these fences, really doing some encouraging. And as he goes past the grandstand, he has cleared those 3 fences. So now heading for fence number 8.
It is a very fine line when a horse has a refusal to continue the course. Do you get strong with him, or do you just encourage him a little bit? It's a very tough decision to make, but he's done it really well to complete the course. So good job, Amir Shahnawaz on Western Style. He's completed the round.
It was in a time of 71.21, so there will be some time penalty also added to that, and total of 9 penalties in total. So 1 time penalty was added to that round.
For the fraction of the second over the time allowed, that would be 1 time penalty. This is Shourya Manoj on Bonaparte from the MGDPRA. One of the most handsome horses you're going to see in a jumping arena. Lovely stallion. Currently being trained in Mysore.
We could see from the approach that he was going to take the inside line, but just went a little wide into fence 2, and a bit of a hesitation there, but has cleared fence 3 and fence 4 nicely.
Plenty of power going through that horse, so I think even if he was to get into a tough situation, he could just push himself out of it.
A rattle there on the A element of the combination, but everything has stayed up down there on the long side.
Had a thought of cutting within jump number 4, deciding that he was going to lose too much momentum, so went around jump number 4. He's approaching the last fence. He's just going to be over 50 seconds. 51.57 for Shourya Manoj on Bonaparte. A nice round. I'm sure he's happy to go clear.
Yes, well done to the combination, but next in the arena we welcome Pranjal Raturi, this time riding Chikku, representing Cocobar stable and riding in head number 37.
I can only imagine what's going through his mind right now. He's seen the horse go through the course in the beginning of the event, had a few issues, unfortunately was eliminated. So he's going to have to really think of a different game plan with Chikku, how to convince him to go through the course. Taking the safer approach with the turns, so good decision by Pranjal.
And a wide approach there to fence number 4, playing it safe.
Yep, he's going through nicely. Coming up on the combination at 6.
Little hesitation there at fence number 7, but has popped over it. And so far we are good over 8 as well.
2 jumps to go for Pranjal, Raturi and Chikku. A really nice round. I'm sure he's very happy with that. Completes the round in 53.81. This is going to give him plenty of confidence. And I think it's a good thing for the horse to go through a round after he had a stop earlier. And we have Sriram on Miruthan. He had the fastest time for a long time in this competition. Let's see if he can take it back.
Yes, he has to beat Nikshita and Elliot in a time of 46.50. So let's see what Sriram can do. We're into our final 3 riders in this novice class. So not many more opportunities. Nikshita must be holding her breath out there in the warm-up.
So he's going the long way around, so not pushing Miruthan too much. He's probably looking to have a nice experience, have a clear round, give the horse plenty of confidence for the next competitions. So good to see that horse is nice and relaxed.
And unfortunately dropping the pole there on fence number 4.
Maybe a little too relaxed. Gives 5 a nice whack. The pole is still in place. It looks like it's moved quite a bit.
And unfortunately another 4 on 6A, and an unfortunate refusal as well on fence 7. So we're just waiting for the fence to be rebuilt before he can attempt that fence one more time.
So if the fence is disturbed and the rider has not jumped it, the bell is given. The fence is rebuilt, and the bell is given once again when the course is ready to go. The timing will start when the rider is at the base of jump number 7, and 6 seconds will be added to the time.
So the bell has been given and Sriram can restart to attempt fence number 7. And goes clear on his second attempt.
Nicely overlaid. 2 more jumps to go for Sriram on Miruthan. Approaching jump number 9. He's over that. And the last oxer right by the judge's box. Jump number 10. Well done. Completes the round.
Yeah, so he completed an 82.51. So there will be some time penalties added on for Sriram. And just waiting for the final confirmation from our judges. As we welcome Aayan Verma on Darcy, head number 48, representing Kovai Stables.
He had a really nice round yesterday, was placed second. So he's definitely brimming with confidence.
And a lovely salute there by Ayaan to the judges. So 60 penalties were added there for Sriram and Miruthan. Confirmation coming through from our judges box.
Waiting patiently for the judge's bell.
And there he has it. So we'll pick up the canter now and head towards fence number 1. Little kick for going forward there now. And I think he's managed to wake Darcy up and definitely getting into a nice smooth rhythm as he turns fence number 1.
Yeah, this horse has a nice stride. He's going to be forward. Probably not the easiest horse to make a sharp turn, but I don't think he needs to. I think if he just keeps the momentum going and keeps the fences up, he will be in a good position. Ooh, big over 4. Fortunate that did not stay up.
Yeah, it was a very, very early takeoff point and knocking the back pole there with his hind feet. But clear there through the combination. And he needs to sit up. Lost his stirrup.
Balance, but he got back nicely. Wow, brave rider. That was a good chance and good comeback by him. He's got only 1 jump to go.
He has remained in his seat with only 1 stirrup, so well done to Ayaan there. And let's see if he can now bring Darcy back down. And
looks like he's okay.
Well done there to Ayaan and Darcy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that did not look like an easy ride, but he comes through, did a good job to complete the round. And we have our last rider in the novice tour, Adarsh on Yani Galaxy from Kovai Stables. Last opportunity to steal the gold. They have done well in the past. They were placed 4th yesterday. This is a horse with a big stride. Let's see if he can make the most of the course. He's made a nice turn. He didn't turn within jump number 9, but he's going to have to make up that time now. Sharp turn at 4.
And clear there through the combination in front of the grandstand. Little hesitation going into fence number 7, but has cleared it and opting for the wide line into our fence number 8. 2 fences to go, opting for a disjointed turn into 9 and lost the way a little bit, and a refusal on 9.
a very awkward angle to go from 8 to 9 because horse is actually looking at the gate as well as the warm-up arena. Took a risk. Unfortunately, that one didn't pay off. He's going to wrap up the course. So the 4 penalties from the run out. Wait for the judges to give us the final time and penalties for Adarsh on Galaxy. But I think we all know what the results are. That was a fabulous round by Nikshita on Elliot. We will wait for the official numbers to come through though.
Yeah, so big congratulations to all of our riders in our novice tour this morning on day 2 at the Surge Equestrian League 2026. And as we see our grounds team go out onto the course now, they are going to be reassembling a course for our next competition, which will be our small tour under 16s. And join us at the moment for our recap of the highlights of novice tour as we wait for our final results to come through, and we'll be making an announcement shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, our winners this morning in the Novice Tour Day 2. In 6th place went to Nikolay Cocobar.
In 5th place we had Sonica Sunil on Mabel.
4th place went to Shourya Manoj on Bonaparte.
In 3rd place was yesterday's winner, Tia on Tara.
Sriram and Big Dream took 2nd spot,
and winning the competition was Nikshita on Elliot with a fabulous clear round in such an impressive time.
Yes, and a big well done to all of our competitors and to our winners this morning. We are just going to be resetting up the course for our small tour under 16, and please join us again in just a few minutes when we open the course for our riders to walk it.